Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the IceHQ Ice Rink here in Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia. On Warranjoy, Woiwurrung, traditional land for the IceHQ Tier 2 Women's League. It's round 2, game 1, and it is the Snipers in the blue versus the Inferno in the white with the red on them. I'm Carl Brewer, and joining me this evening is Beck Wilson. Beck, it's great to have you with me again tonight for this very civilised game at 11 p.m.
It's a bit of a late one, isn't it?
It's been a late one indeed, absolutely. But, just a little bit of a news flash for those of you who are tuning in and having a bit of a listen. If you are interested in improving your hockey, IceHQ has secured a absolute wonderful thing. We've got Nathan Walker. If you're not aware who Nathan Walker is, he's the first Australian to play in the NHL. And he's coming here to IceHQ to run a training camp with Jamie Burke and Michael Hitman, two legends of Australian ice hockey. If you're interested in that, it will be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it is suitable, or what levels of that suitable for elite players all the way through to beginners. So if you haven't played before, it is a lifetime chance to get on the ice with an NHL player. Take that up, and all the details on the IceHQ socials. But tonight we have the clash between the Snipers and the Inferno. The last time these two met, it was a goalies game. 0-0 draw. Great night for them too. But the forwards not so good. The Snipers outshot the Inferno 17-11. Both goalies were brick walls and nothing went in. Since then, the Snipers had a 3-1 win against the Dogs, and the Inferno had a 1-1 draw against the Dogs, so they can both score. They still go real consistently. Debbie Bowles was great in the game that she played for the Snipers when she got a beautiful cross-ice pass from Chrissy Dundas. And can she do it again? Snipers goalie has been outstanding. Eleanor Watson saving at .972%. But Sam Hockey in the net for the Inferno on .973. So the only difference between them is they've let the same number of goals in, and one has made one more save than the other. Last week, Brooks Green for the Snipers was very effective, as was Debbie at Bowles on occasion. But we'll need to get shots on the net for any of them to go in. They know that. That's what will have to happen. Sobol has been excellent defence for the Snipers. We're about to get underway. And Jess Meggs, watch out for her from Inferno. She will rip it up to get a few more. So we are just about to get underway.
And the puck's down. And it looks like the Snipers have come out with the early possession. Trying to get it down. The Infernos have already taken charge and pumped it back up the ice.
Nelson trying to clear the puck out from behind the net.
Got a little bit of a stick tussle here. Got it out behind the goalie. I think the Snipers here just need to get it out. Maybe try and push it up the ice a little bit. But I think the Infernos have just come out with their attack just a little bit stronger.
Pulls the puck up the ice now. Stella tries to get the puck out of the zone and manages to get it out. Here comes Brooks Green, and she's got a bit of a traffic jam around her Inferno jerseys.
Yeah.
Can't imagine the change as taking the puck up the ice was Freddie Dundas. As far as Sapwell, who is on the burst, takes across the front, tries to wind up and get a shot. Happening.
Inferno's just looking here to get a pass into the goals.
Just chipped by the pass there. Little cheeky little backhander. Couldn't quite get the puck in as the puck leaves the zone. Firing the puck in deep Hudson, but all of the Inferno having to leave the zone, and now the Snipers with the chance to break it out in the hands of Dalcin.
But they were not successful this time.
Chip over the shoulder there by McPherson, nearly got over the shoulder. So went over harmlessly in the end as Bowles tries to clear it back for the Snipers to get it up to Dundas, which he's pinched in on by Equivalent, but away now goes the Dundas twins. They're both charging into the net. Bowles behind the net trying to get the pass across. Chrissy Dundas, Jody gets the shot away.
Just wasn't able to get it this time. Snipers here chasing it down the ice, and we've called icing.
If you're not familiar with the icing rule, if you shoot the puck from behind the middle of the rink, so the red line across the middle, it crosses the goal line at the other end without anyone touching it. It's called icing, and you are brought back to face off in your own defensive end. In some rules, you're not allowed to make a change, and I think they're enforcing that tonight. So there's a little bit of a penalty for icing the puck, so you can't just dump the puck all the way down the other end and escape without any penalty.
Inferno's here just need to get it out of their defense. They're doing a decent job here. Snipers are just had more numbers in the neutral zone and have sent it down into the Inferno's defense. Again, just looking to try and get it out.
Snowball trying to clear the puck across ice, gets it across the lay, but back now to Philly Jensen, looking for a chance to play the puck up the ice. He's got a lead, but it's picked off by Vanderleek. Vanderleek gets a shot in on the net, not much on it. It got to the slot.
Dude, it just trickled there, didn't it?
She didn't quite get as much on it as she would have liked. It's the right idea. She's going to try and do it again now, but just tangled up in a few bodies. But now, Snowball does the right thing, fires it up the ice, but Vanderleek keeps it in. Meg's just not quite able to get a handle on it as well. That comes across, finds Jensen, finds Stella Marie, sorry. Followed by Jensen, but it's been a long night. The Inferno clear the puck out.
Snipers have it back though, but there's just too many Infernos in their defense.
Just making a change. Pete fires it up the ice, finds Megs. Megs chips it past Longhouse, but runs into traffic. Singh goes back to clean it up for the Snipers. Looking to clear it up the ice, does so successfully. Finds Dundas, but only as far as Vanderleek is holding the blue line nicely. Keeps it in. Megs now with a chance. She's got the puck at her feet.
We could see an opportunity here.
And misses.
A bit wide.
Almost into the corner.
Snipers just need to get it out again.
Dundas does exactly that. Dundas to Dundas. It's Chrissy passing to Jody. Gets as far as the Inferno defence there and Joba to but now Dundas with a chance. Badly timed change there for the Inferno. They'll be lucky to get away with it. Dundas lets it go. Beaten into the corner. Genesis now bringing it up the ice.
Yeah, they're bringing it up quite quickly here. The Inferno's bringing it into the defence of the Snipers.
Looking for Saplow on the stretch. Got it to her. This is now tries to get a backhand. Saplow flings it off the side. He shoots the post. Good chance there for the Inferno. Looking good early on in this game.
Like you said, it's going to be a goalie's game.
Well, that's what the goalies hope for anyway. It remains to be seen if that actually happens. But you never know. Throwing up the pipe. Throwing it up there. Managed to clear the puck out of the zone. Only as far as speed. He was very effective last week for the Snipers.
Snipers here need to come a little bit more in the defense. Bring some more numbers on the Inferno.
He comes in and fires a slap shot from the blue line. Bounces across the front of the net. Doesn't go anywhere particularly useful, but it was a good chance. But breaking up the middle now. He's
nice save by the goalie.
2 in a row saves there, mate. Puck still loose. Finally, the referee decides to blow it up. Once the referee loses sight of the puck, they're supposed to blow that whistle pretty quickly to protect the goal. And as you can imagine, the goalie lying on the ground in a very vulnerable position. But, good break there up the middle. It was Genesis and Robertson involved in that little break.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity on goal, but it was a great 2 saves.
Yeah, good work there. Desperate work by Hockey in the net for the... Sorry, for Watson in the net for the Snipers. He is a game changer for sure.
Might see another opportunity here by the Infernos.
McPherson just too strong holding everyone off, but Watson kept the corner closed and didn't let the shot in. McPherson absolutely a powerhouse in this division at the moment. That was across the front of the net. Not able to take advantage of that.
No, just wasn't enough numbers there for the Infernos.
Debbie bowls is away. She's got numbers with her.
Just a little bit wide on that one.
Challenging in deep, and she's got Dundas high in the slot, the other Dundas in the slot. Very funny with the girl. And they turn it into a goal again. That's a combination. Debbie and the Dundee have, that sounds like a rock and roll band. Debbie and the Dundee have scored a goal for the Snipers.
It was a nicely set up goal, that one too.
We'll wait to see who it actually was that scored it. We couldn't see it from here very clearly. There's a lot of traffic around the net, but a beautiful piece of team play. Bowles got away in the first instance. Just not enough. Inferno getting back quickly enough to deal with it. I'll tell you who scored that goal in just a moment. was Chrissy Dundas who managed to bury that one. And Betty Bowles.
Marcus here looking for another opportunity. Just want to get it out of the neutral zone for either team. Infernos have it behind their own net. Looking for a pass. Intercepted by the snipers here.
Just a bit of a diggy backhand. Not a lot on it. Put it in the right direction. Takes it in. They're in a little bit of trouble with the snipers who can try to get behind him. Quite get onto it. Numbers on the break.
Puck's still in play here. Goalie wasn't able to put their hand over the puck.
Stella flings it in the direction of the net, but goes behind it. Benson now trying to go in and pick it up. Stella just floating around in the slot, mostly unmarked, but now alert to the threatening corner. It doesn't matter because the puck is out. Savage gets around Ray. McPherson just makes now on the break. Wines shoots goal. Wines shoots goal. Makes it look way too easy. She's a class player in this division, that's for sure. Not much Watson could do about that. She had Megs had loads of space. We'll see this on the replay. She gets clear on the break. The sniper's beat ball high. And as a result, comes just Meg. She makes no mistake. We're all squared up. One goal apiece. Now it's not a goalie's game.
No.
You can say the word shut out now and it's not jinxing anyone.
Inferno's here. Looks like they have a little bit of a, I'd say a rush.
Certainly picked up in the last minute to raise their intensity. Sapwell trying to get it past. And it bounces over the top of everyone. Looks like the puck may have ended up on top of the net. Just digging out their long house, sticking the puck out of the net. But Watson saw it go over the top. But it ended up not where the Inferno wanted it. Nice face off in there by Sapwell. Drives into the slot. No one there for anyone to pick it up as Dundas for the sniper tries to clear the puck out. Gets stuck behind feet. Still in the zone. Finally they clear it out and it's the other Dundas. Now making a break up through the ice. But kick off by Sapwell. Now steals it out to Jody Dundas who's looking up the ice for Sister Chrissy. Tried to make the connecting pass but there was Inferno in the way.
Just a lot of stick work here from both teams. Just trying to get it out. Inferno's.
You can see Sapwell free in the slot now. A lot of Inferno in deep. The sniper's sitting high and they've given away a bit of an opportunity there. 2 chances on the net. D getting caught high a lot. Speaking of D getting caught high, now it's the Inferno's turn.
Let's see what they do here with their own defense. They bring them in back or bring them up high as well.
Big old A collision there between Chrissy Dundas and not quite see who it is for the Inferno. Just a little bit slow getting back to their feet. Seems to be okay. This is Teresa's. She makes her way off so quick Chrissy Dundas. An innocent collision, there wasn't anything to it. Pretty balls now circling around the puck. Makes its way to Natasha Hudson who fires it in, but only as far as long as it goes down the other end. It's a good race for the puck. Now to keep wins the race. And we have an icing. And we're going back to the Snipers defensive end for a face-off for them. For the score all tied up, 1 goal apiece. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to play. 5 shots on the net for the Snipers. 8 to the Inferno.
Yes, snipers here need to hold their defense. And just clear the puck out. Got a bit of a hustle there.
Once more, nice and waved off. Not sure why that's the case, but that's a touch it. Bowles in deep. Stella gets the puck across Bowles. Tries to get around one. To the feet, she winds, she shoots. He makes the save, but it bounces off her into the corner. Stella now in the net, in the slot for the Snipers, just holding her place.
And she does it well.
Clear it out, finds Sobol, who manages to lose a pretty. Sobol so effective over the last few weeks in defence for the Inferno.
for a clear pass. They shot goals here.
McPherson skating laps around everyone, but Bristol says enough of that and dumps the puck down the other end. It's a foot race for the puck. It's going to be run by the Inferno, which means we will have another icing. They will be brought all the way back for another face-off. 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the first. 1 goal apiece. We have a game, and it's no longer a goalie's game. Both teams have scored goals, which is always good to see, unless you're the goalie. But I'm not a goalie. Are you a goalie?
No.
No, you don't look like a goalie. Anyway, don't go for cutting it, all that sort of stuff. We're still now skating it up. Taking the puck out of the zone. Does so successfully as Falsworth can change.
Just looking for goals here.
Now the Snipers in trouble. They've got all the D and D. Just waiting for Justin to come up to the blue line. But we've just on 2 minutes to go.
We've got a little bit of an altercation there.
A little bit of passion on the ice. It's always good to see that players are enthusiastic about looking after their teammates. Terribly out of hand Perch. Face off between Jensen and Meggs.
And the puck is out.
Another space to get it back down the corner. But now Inferno trying to get out. Meggs just deflects it. Went for off to pass up the boards. We've got no one up there to pass to. If he goes middle ice, that's going to go for icing again. But electing to nullify that, Watson plays the puck, comes out of the net. Gives the Snipers a chance now to break it out. But Meggs picks it up through the neutral zone. She's looking for lanes. She passes back to Vanderleet. Just playing there, Meggs circling across the middle looking for the pass.
They definitely opened up the neutral zone for them.
The movement was quite nice. Just on a minute now to play in the first. Dundas puts Jensen offside. The offside rule is if the puck, you're not allowed in the offensive zone, so over that blue line, until the puck is. So the rule is puck you. So the puck has to go in before you do. And if the puck comes out, all of your players have to leave the offensive zone before anyone can go back in again. And that's what caught the offside. Dundas put the puck back into the offensive zone.
Just take it up the ice and run out the time.
Roberts there looking to try and pick the puck up, but clearing it out steam. He gets the puck out of his zone, finds Robertson. Looks to the road passing it. He's trying to move up the middle. They're skiing with this tricky backhander, but the Inferno defence back in numbers enough to clean it up.
We've got to stick down at the moment.
Lay manages to pick up and nicely timed pinch on the puck as there's 2 Inferno coming in and out. It's Skeen now. The puck in the corner, but he's beaten by the clock. And it's the end of the first. They're all tied up at 1 goal apiece. Beck, what do you reckon?
It's a great game so far. They're pretty much evenly matched on their defence.
Well, the score's pretty even, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Doesn't get much more even than 1 goal apiece.
It's hard to tell with this game on...
Shots on the net. 7 to the Snipers and 8 to the Inferno as the scorers see it. Now, for a shot to count as a shot on the net in the statistics, it has to be one that the scorer would suggest would have gone into the net if the goalie didn't actually touch the puck. So sometimes goalies will say, I made 25 saves in a game and the shots on the net are only 12. And that's because, Mark Ferrello, and you should know this by now, that it only counts as a shot if it was going to go in the net. If it was going to miss, it's not a shot, so it doesn't count. Sometimes goalies will get a little bit upset about their statistics, come along and argue with the scorers, saying, oh, come on, I took 28 shots in that period. And there's, well, only 3 of them were going to go in. So they don't actually count. But anyway, the ones that go in the net most certainly do. And we tied up at 1 goal apiece at the end of the first, which is exactly the same as the first game, except when they tied up at 0 goals apiece. So it's a contest, absolutely a contest. And that's what we want. All good close games of hockey keeps everyone involved. And this is proving to be quite an interesting little tussle. 2 teams very evenly matched. I'm waiting to see Brooks Skeen get some space, but we've seen also that McPherson has been very effective for the Inferno skating around. Hasn't been able to convert the movement into goals yet, but she's had some good chances. Let's see how she goes. And so too Saplo has been effective for the Inferno. Tries to push balls out of the way. That's not going to work.
Inferno's here bringing it into the defense zone with the Snipers. Then they get a shot at goals. And time. The snipers here have got it in their possession.
Numbers finds Numbers on the stretch. Couldn't quite get it off. Bowles now makes a move up the outside, and she's got bodies with her. We nearly with the puck here, but pushing is passing away. Longhouse fires the puck in, but the snipers caught offside. They now get a chance to go in, and we've got a two-player press. Dundas going on one side and Bowles the other. Bowles not quite able to make the pick, but Chrissy Dundas does get it. Fires it back in behind the net. Bowles goes around to get it. She's looking for the player in the slot. Chrissy Dundas is there with a stick on the ice, banging away, but she's tied up. Jodie fires it across the front of the net. It's deep in the corner. Going over to pick it up for the Inferno, Elizabeth Temesis. Clears it out of the zone.
Inferno's just trying to get a few shots here on goals. It's a little bit wide there. It's in the corner, a bit of a tussle. Snipers here trying to get it out. You want it out of their defense zone, of course. Trying to find bodies just further up on the ice. Not very successful. Inferno's here. They've got it full.
Yeah, they're using it for what looks like an offside. It's interesting watching Jess McPherson skate around. She's got a great skating skill on her. Very fast and effective. She's skating a little bit within herself. She's done a few laps of the goals and not actually shot on it as much as she needs to. She might be able to convert those goals as we go through the game.
Inferno's here just trying to keep holding possession of the puck. On the boards a little bit, just trying to get the puck out of the neutral zone for either team. It's gone behind the goals here and another whistle.
Yep, we have another icing. The puck was played from the defensive zone by Natasha Hudson and went all the way down the other end without anyone touching it. So we go back to another icing. Have a look at how the teams choose to set themselves up here. See what the Inferno do with their players, where they line up their D, and also have a look at what the snipers are doing with their defence. You can see Sobol and Delsin creeping in quite a long way from that blue line. It's a fairly aggressive setup for them. Got to be mindful that they don't let the Inferno get behind them. Sobol gets a handle on that one. Jensen backhands through traffic.
Just a good play there. The Infernos just want to get it out. They're doing a great job of keeping their slot defended. The snipers here don't really have any numbers.
Justin shoves it in deep, but only as far as snipers defence. Now it's Jensen looking for his pocket picked by Robertson, skating up the ice now, but being pressured by Sobol. Sobol and Delsin defence for the snipers, puck goes in deep.
And it's just behind the goals in the snipers' defence. Snipers had put it up the ice, but didn't get very far.
They just tried to push it back to the shed players offside, so she's a bit restricted in her options. With Delsin now being pressed by Meg. Meg's tapping on the stick, just wanted to take away a time and space. So quite nicely. Delsin gets past her though, now she's got a bit of room, chips it in deep.
But it was intercepted.
She's picked off by Marie Stella, only as far as Meg's. Meg's losing the footing a little bit, trying to rim the puck around the back of the net. She's pressed tightly by Stella. Across the front, Stella chips. Stella scores. Great little lift there, she's loose in the slot. Puck came across through the slot, we'll see this on the replay. Puck came across, nice cross-ice pass.
It was a nice setup there.
And
Nice
Stella
setup.
just chipped it beautifully over the pads of Sam Hockey. Not much you can do about that one. He's in close. A nice little lift there. Beautiful play by Inferno, by the Snipers to take themselves to a 2-1 lead with 11 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Inferno will need an extra player on the ice. You can have 5. Just left it out.
Went to try for another goal. Just wasn't very successful that time.
Good shot there by Chrissy Dundas. It was low and hard and it generated the rebound.
Bit of a tussle on the boards here. Both teams are just trying to get it out of the neutral zone. Snipers. We've got a bit of a fall there.
Came in the corner. She's got Chrissy Dundas in the front of the net. Jodie tries to chip it in. There's bodies all over the place. and firing it into the corner. The Snipers at the Inferno. And we have a hand up for a penalty, and it's a hook. It looks like it's going to be on Chrissy Dundas, who will sit too. Now, hooking is where you use your stick to impede your opponent's progress with the blade of the stick. So it's kind of like using it as a big hook. Nice ball hooking, and she will sit 2 minutes, Chrissy Dundas. Which gives the Inferno a one-player advantage for 2 minutes or less. If a goal is scored by the team with the numerical advantage, the penalty is late. Otherwise, it goes for 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes or less on Chrissy Dundas for hooking, and the Inferno turn this into a goal. So it's back to time.
Hopefully the Snipers hold it for the box defense.
Another whistle. Not sure if this is a penalty. I didn't see a hand up. That was when there was one. We have an equipment issue.
Looked like her stick got stuck in the boards.
If I was a sniper around about now, I'd be pretty happy because this is running time off the clock. And that's running down their penalty. So, as long as you want. We have an equipment issue. Now, if a player breaks a stick, they're actually required to drop it. Everyone's necessarily aware of that rule, but if you do have an equipment failure and your stick breaks, you are required to drop the stick on the ice. I mean, you can continue to play without a stick, but you are not allowed to play with a broken stick, and she's being penalised for that. And that is, Tomisas will do 2 minutes for playing with damaged equipment. It's called an equipment violation. So because she continued to play with the damaged stick, she's been penalised. She should have just dropped the stick, but she'll learn that. She won't make that mistake again.
No.
And now we have 4 on 4 for 50 seconds. And then the Snipers will have the numerical advantage to get over it.
They tried to set up a shot there, just missed it, which gave the Infernos a chance to take the puck. They just need to push it up the ice, get it out of their defense zones, get the Snipers back on their own heels.
This is when at first it's going to be so dangerous. You know, just skates well and she's fast. 4 on 4, there's just a bit more time and space to do. Bodies flinging themselves all over the place. 15 seconds to go on the Dundas penalty. And then the Snipers will be up to a 5 on 4 advantage, reversing the play. And we have a stoppage. And the clock will continue to tick. So on the drop of the puck, Chrissy Dundas will be able to get back on the ice. The Snipers need to be particularly aware of this. So too the Inferno, because when she comes on, she'll be behind the play. And if the Inferno aren't aware of it, Chrissy can come on and they won't necessarily know that she's there. And it's a great opportunity for stretch pass if they have possession.
It is.
See if the Inferno will alert to it. She skates on the ice. No, it's not too close. Yeah, she snuck out behind everyone. Now Vanderleek notices and comes out to cover it. Thomas goes over for a change. No one comes on for her. So this organisation is starting to think. That's been a wasted opportunity for Chrissy. Stays on now.
Just trying to, the Snipers here, they've got it and trying to get it down. Infernos were able to just send it up the boards, but only got as far as
Snipers just a little bit disorganised at the moment. Vanderleek skates down the middle and she's got Longhouse to beat. She fires in. It's a bit of a bouncy shot across the front of the net. Goes into Megs in the corner, who goes behind the net to try and fire it across, but they don't complete it. She Dundas manages to do the puck and she's away. She's got no one in front of her. So coming across to cover Vanderleek, he gets a stick on stick and breaks up the play.
Snipers have their numbers down here now. Just need to set up someone in the slot.
Snipers penalty now all over. We're back to 5 on 5.
Inferno need to dump the puck out. Bit of a stick hustle at the moment.
Longhouse tangled up there with Megs. This is the play. We need to do something to slow down. The referees didn't call that one. They are going to call it. And Longhouse will do 2 for him. She was just trying to slow Megs down. She got a stick tangled up in it. And as a result, Longhouse will do 2. And now the Inferno have the power play. They'll have 5 on the ice. And no one did anything particularly useful with the power play last time, but it was turned into a 4 on 4 for a good minute of that play. Now the Inferno have a 5 on 4 advantage.
Yeah, they should take a good opportunity here. It looks like they are.
Beforehand in the backhanded, but in the end it's been safe-handed by very safe hands of Eleanor Watson.
It
Makes
did
it
look,
safe for the Snipers.
look like it was just slowly itching into that goal.
It was a little bit too slow, so Watson managed to grab it. Now, Dean for the Snipers is away. She gets around one. She's just trying to cross the line. A little bit of interference there maybe by Hudson, but she gets away with it. It's now the Inferno straight around the back of Van der Leek trying to find the lane, but rubbed out by Skeen. And now we have an offside. And that's all they're going to call it. And that's okay. So with 1 minute and 9 seconds to go on the power play, the Snipers managed to get almost an attack out of that. Skeen trying to make some moves.
Yeah, Inferno's need to get it down the ice. They do have the numbers. They have the extra player. Might have an opportunity here. It was rebounded really nicely off of the Snipers' stick. And now they've got the opportunity to send it up the ice.
It's been carrying the puck a long way up the ice. A bit aggressive with it, but they do have a 1-goal lead, the Snipers. They don't need to take any particular risks. No ball for the Inferno, waiting for the puck on the stretch. The pass comes up to her. Hudson carries it up instead. It's picked by Stella. Goes into the corner to try and play it out.
A bit of a tussle here. They're on the boards.
Seven passes to the cross, tries to get the puck to Jesus. Just about to see the end of the penalty, just 5 seconds to go on the one-house penalty.
Snipers did well in that penalty. Keep the puck out of that defense.
They managed to kill it quite nicely. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey now. Longhouse loose in the slot. Inferno trying to break out as a line. Stella bowls over the shoulder. As intended.
Just looking for numbers on either team here to get either the puck down the ice or near the goal. Snipers here to try and look for someone across the ice, but weren't able to find anyone to pass to. Now they're going to be chasing the full net behind their own goals. They're sent back to towards here. Didn't get very far. Nice intercept there in front of the goal.
Good race now for the puck between Van der Leek and Chrissy Dundas. Dundas ends up with the puck, gets it to Jody. Jody shoots, but there's a stick in the way. Broken up there, the great opportunity there for the Dundas girls.
Again, Infernos are just trying to get it into the defense zone of the Snipers. It looks like they've sent it back up the ice.
Looks for the Inferno. Cross ice, very nearly got picked off there by Dundas. He managed to find a teammate. Skating in there with the Inferno. IceHQ. Now going in on the forecheck.
Just sent it up the ice here.
It's another fast break, but it's going to be beaten to the puck there. Hudson gets back first. Icing waved off. Quite sure why, but Jody Dundas tried to get the puck in, but missed. May puts the puck in. Snipers all offside. They have to wait. Now they can go in, and they do.
Infernos have it here. They need to get it out of their defense and have sent it up the ice.
There's a bit of a classic mistake there made by the Inferno. Want to clear it out of the zone. They're basically passing it straight to the forecheckers. Jensen not able to take advantage. If he races in now to try and get the puck. This time the Inferno defence do the right thing, playing it up the boards.
Snipers here have possession behind their own goals. Infernos have taken the puck back. And it is saved.
A stoppage with 1 minute and 14 seconds to go. The puck there frozen by Watson, making it safe, giving her team a chance to reorganise. It was getting a little bit fraught there. At this point in the game, the Snipers with a 2-1 lead. Shots on the net, 10 apiece. A simple little chip over the shoulder there earlier for the goal by Marie Stella from Dundas. Dundas girls have got a point and a goal so far this evening, doing very well indeed.
And it's still just with the goal for the Infernos.
Watson makes that one safe yet again. And with 40 seconds to play, we'll have one more face-off, possibly two. And the snipers break it out, or can the Inferno get a shot on the net? Look across the front of that, racing into the corner. Inferno looking to put the bucket in sight. Still 9 seconds of the period. Bounces through, but no one got onto it. One more shot on the net, Family.
Just missed it. Might have another opportunity here.
15 seconds to play in the period. There's still chances. Now away is Robertson. Takes the shot in the dying minutes, 30 seconds of the period. And he's beaten by the clock. And at the end of the second, Snipers 2, the Inferno 1. 12 shots to the Inferno, 10 to the Snipers. A period with a couple of penalties to make life interesting. Dundas with 2 for hooking, Jamesis 2 for tripping, and Longhouse 2 for interference. Looked like a little bit of interference with all basically the same thing. It's impeding your opponent's progress without contesting the puck. And so we had a little while there, 1 minute, 4-on-4 hockey. Starts to give players a lot more time and space, but no one able to turn them into goals. So the penalties have not resulted in any great scoring opportunities, but it certainly does make life interesting for the goalies. They've got so much more to keep on top of. So third period, 1 goal difference. Who's going to do it?
Yeah, it's shaping up to be a great game here. Snipers, their defense have been a little bit stronger than the Infernos.
Well, they were starting to give away some odd play rushes towards the end. They are starting to pinch up high and take a few risks. And there's been a few cross-ice passes out of D2, which are ripe for interception. So what you're seeing there is if a defensive player is skating up the ice and they try and pass the puck across in front of the net on the way out, quite often that gets intercepted by a forward from the other team. It's generally not the best option, but sometimes it works, but generally it doesn't. So they need to be very mindful of that. It's much better to use the safety of the boards and tip the puck up the boards, because at least from there you're not likely to get scored against. And at this point, if you're a sniper with a 1-goal lead, you just don't want to get scored against. If you score one, that's nice. You just don't want to give one away. The Inferno, on the other hand, look for them to start taking more risks. They're a goal down. They may even pull the goalie towards the end of the game and go 6-on-5. We'll wait and see how it turns out.
Snipers had it from the get-go, but it lost a shot up high.
Snowball racing back to get it. Hits the brakes pretty early. Moves the puck around the back of the net now. It's a good option.
Inferno's here weren't able to keep the possession of the puck. Snipers have come out very hard on this period. They've got a bit of aggression. They want to keep that 1-goal lead.
There's a little technical rule that the Inferno could have taken advantage of, probably weren't aware of. If the Snipers play the puck back into their own zone, it wipes any offsides. So gets the puck into the corner. But Meg's covered up nicely by Lay.
It's a nice save.
And it's not able to make the connection. Here comes Debbie Bowles. She's got space in front of her. She's got Meg's coming across. Just keeps it in, fires it on the net from a distance. Keeping the puck alive is Sam Hockey. She shuts it off in the corner. She knows that the Inferno have to move quickly. They don't want their pucks. They want the game moving. They're behind, so they've got to do something. Longhouse winds but misses, goes wide.
Snipers here, looking for just another opportunity to have another shot on goal. Can they keep it? In the Infernos.
They find Douglas across ice. Pretty lucky that needs to be cut off. Douglas battles through. The referee gets in the way a little bit. Shot from a distance by Zmovic. He's swallowed up by Watson. Now, if you're a sniper, yeah, just take your time. Get across to the face-off. No rush. If you're an Inferno, you want to get there quickly. You get the game moving because you're running out of time. So you'll see the contrast in the two teams. Snipers can just amble on in, whereas the Inferno will do everything in a rush. Not on their side.
Snipers here have tried to set it up the ice, but it was intercepted. Infernos are trying to get a few shots here on goals, but weren't successful. Didn't quite see what was going on there, but it looked like they had a shot in for goal, but Watson did clear it out.
Lovely one-timer there by Sapol. Just couldn't quite get it past Watson.
Got some border work here. in the neutral zone. Snipers have it. They don't have any numbers out in the defense zone of the Infernos, so they have lost possession. Snipers behind the goals of the Infernos, looking for someone in the slot. Just lost it at the last second there. Infernos took it back. Looking for a pass, but a bit of a tussle there.
Sobol with a wisely timed challenge. Gets it up to Sapwell though now, looking to try and even the score, but leaves the puck behind, perhaps intentionally. Fired wide, Watson makes that one look easy. The Snipers with a chance to clear it out of the zone.
Not successful. Another shot at goals by the Infernos, but Watson is on her game.
Jensen there in the slot, just helping the puck back into Watson's hand to keep it safe, just putting a body in the way. Again, it's the stoppage in play. There's no stop time until there's 2 minutes to go. So they can continue to run the clock down, the Snipers. We'll continue to tick. See the first and on now for the Inferno. Can she create this space and turn it into a scoring opportunity? She's facing off against Skeen. Skeen wins it through.
Looks like she just got her stick stuck on the ref's skates. Wasn't able to hit the puck out.
Two Snipers puck chasing there, getting caught. They want to be careful. They don't leave the player loose in the slot. They are. The Inferno pretty keen to get that goal back.
They are.
Dundas finds Dundas. They followed up the ice by Skeen, and Dundas dumps it in deep in the corner. Not icing, it was shot past across the red line. A good option. This time. Skeen now goes around the net, tries to find a chance, but it's not there. Making out now, it's 2-on-1 for the Inferno.
When they get it down the ice.
Snipers get back in a hurry. The person takes a shot, it goes wide of Watson.
Snipers here with a great intercept.
Dundas manages to get the puck across. Gets it across to Chrissy, who's now looking to pass it up the screen. Pass picked off beautifully by Anger.
Inferno is here. And got it in their own defense. Trying to get it out. Just want to...
Dundas on the charge there, tried to pick up the puck in the slot. Didn't quite get enough to handle it. It was a grade one opportunity. Sam Hockey makes the save for the Inferno. Clock ticking. 2 goals to Snipers, 1 to the Inferno. 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third and final period of the game, and indeed the evening. There isn't a game after this tonight. Luckily for us, it's getting pretty cold and pretty late in here at IceHQ, and if you're outside the door, it's also late and also cold. But not as cold as it is in here. Maybe it is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's cold in here.
It's cold everywhere. Inferno's here. Need to get it out of their defense. Doing some great pass work here.
Sobol finds the next. He's got 2 in front of her, including Debbie Bowles, who steps up and poke checks beautifully, takes the puck away. Sobol now looking for an option. Passes back up to a D. D back to Sobol, but it goes around her. So not Sobol, that's that is.
Bit of board work here. Snipers need to get it out.
My apologies, Demi 7. We'll get there eventually.
Snipers have possession of the puck.
Taylor gets the puck out of the zone, and that again buys time. They're now being hacked away at by desperately back checking Inferno. It's 3 of them charging back, next off the footing.
Have opened up the Snipers just to have a little bit of free skate there with the puck. Got it stuck on the boards behind the goals.
Now going in to try and help looking to get it clear, but puck very deep behind the net. Going over now to pick it up for the Inferno. Rufligas, who tries to play it up the ice, but it's stolen from her. Playing back in by Dalcin. Now Megs with a chance to break it out for the Inferno. Beaten by Bowles. Tries to chip it out again, but now gets past everyone. Race back to the puck. Dalcin with possession being pressed by Vanderleet. Plays it up the ice wisely, and that's going to go all the way under the net. Good count. Not as a shot was going to go in. Sorry, goalie.
No, but it was nice. To chase some time up.
Good if you're a sniper. Not so good if you're an Inferno.
Yeah, gave him an opportunity to make a great change as well. Fresh legs on the ice.
It's trying to get the puck around the back of the net, first chance, but didn't have the support she needed. Wilson tries to put the puck up the ice. Clear the zone, comes across now, winding for the puck, the Inferno, but it doesn't make it through to the net. Another chance now for Natasha Hudson. Tries to fire it in, it's loose in the slot. Can anyone get a handle on it? It's the Snipers that clear it out.
But the Infernos have tried to get it in again, but it has been sent up the ice.
Finally for the Snipers clear. Jodie Dundas picks up the puck, winds, shoots. That's wide.
Infernos here just have some time to take possession of the
Lay went for the
puck.
high challenge. He got beaten by Sapol. Sapol has a shot on the net. Bobbles in front. Oh, Watson, but she makes it safe. Beautiful play there by Sapol. She's been very effective this game. Hasn't managed to get the puck in the net, but by golly, she's been in the right place at the right time most of the time and been very effective. But so far, the goals. Chrissy Dundas with the first one to the Inferno. Megs for the Inferno. And then Stella with the currently game-winning goal, or game-leading goal. Go ahead, goal to Stella.
Could see an opportunity here by the Infernos.
Robinson tries to get the puck. Dustin now battling to clear it out of the zone. Does so. Dribbles past everyone. Jodie Dundas has got Chrissy skating up the middle. She finds Chrissy on the stretch. Chrissy just couldn't quite get to the pass. Fires back into the middle. Puck loose and probably in front. Ski tries to get it in, but it goes into the corner.
Infernos need to get it out here in the last 6 minutes. Infernos here.
Ski, but they did pinch there on the person. Gets the puck in the zone for the Snipers. It's into the corner. Jodie Dundas just creeping into the slot unmarked. She's free.
Snipers.
Chrissy Dundas tries the backhander, but Sam Hockey has her hand on the puck, and the game will stop. 6.5 minutes to go, and still that 1 goal lead to the Snipers. It's close. It's desperately close. The elevated heart rates and very stinky hockey year after this game, that's for sure. Both teams doing their utmost to want the Snipers to beat that 1 goal advantage. Inferno will do anything they can to get it back.
Infernos just need to get it out and have another opportunity to set up the boards here. Intercepted by the Snipers, but they took it back and they're skating down the ice. Took an opportunity in goals, but was just a bit too wide. Snipers have it behind their own goals.
Big screen clears it as far as Marie Stella tries to clear it up the ice, gets it back to the screen, who's now got one to beat in front. It's Hudson. Hudson gets there first, shoots it under. Just trying to buy some time. The Snipers gets to Marie Stella, who has a little bit of room, runs into traffic, past the brick wall. And now Longhouse with it. Chips it in. Smart play, just run the clock down a little bit more. Doesn't need to be anything fancy.
Infernos just chasing up the boards.
Quite able to keep it in. She passes back to Longhouse, who's got balls moving around the outside and finds her. She's going to the spot. She's chased by balls. They both move it behind.
Infernos have it on the boards here. They're just looking for numbers to get it out. They have it.
Next trying to get past Longhouse, but Longhouse with a nice poke check stops it.
Again, Infernos have it in their own defense zone.
2.5 minutes to go, 1 goal to lead to the Snipers. Oh, risky cross-ice pass out of D, gets touched there by Bowles, but couldn't quite get onto it enough.
No, but it has given the opportunity to slow it down in the neutral zone.
He comes forward and pinches, but misses. It's 2-on-1. Nicely timed poke check though by Longhouse, breaks up the attack. She's battling on the boards. Not getting any help, but wisely so the Snipers, they know they need to occupy the space. Skating on the back now, Longhouse looking for an option. Hasn't got a winger to pass to. All the Snipers perhaps a little tired. Understandably so. It's been a pretty tough game for them so far. Sapwell now tries to make some space, but picked off their balls. Comes through, clears the zone, flies it down the other end. It's going to go for icing, but it's still a good option. They tried to make the change. The Snipers are pretty keen to get one, but because it's an icing call, they're not allowed to change. But still, if I was Debbie Bowles, that's what I would have done. Get the puck down the other end, break up the pressure, slow down the game.
Yeah, it's also
Zone face off, not a goal.
it's also bringing that clock down.
Yep, absolutely. 3.5 minutes now to go. 1 goal to lead to the Snipers. Bowles chips it through from the face-off, tries to get up to it in a hurry. This puck in the net, Lay tries to clear it out. It's still loose in the slot. Longhouse this time. winds it, grabs us off the back of Jodie Dundas' legs, stuck in her skate. The puck is actually stuck in Jodie Dundas' skate. It's a very rare but not unheard of thing. You need to stand still here while the ref removes the puck, because it gets stuck in the gap between the skate and the blade. It's not a common thing to happen, but it, as you can see, it's not a never. But what it does do if you're a sniper is it runs the clock down another 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's okay if you're a sniper. Not that Jodie meant that deliberately. I don't think that's the sort of thing you could ever reproduce. But you wouldn't be complaining.
No, they're definitely not complaining. Infernos just need to keep it in the defense zone of the snipers.
Vanderbeek does a great job there to keep it in, but Sapwell now trying to get around the back of the net. She sits in front, but stick lifted beautifully there. Sobol, who has been so effective for the snipers. Puck now loose in front of the net. Skating out to it with Movic, who winds, shoots, tries to get a quick deflection, but Watson is there. Watson makes it safe.
And this is another opportunity to bring the clock down.
It will stop in 2 minutes though. We will be stop time for the last 2 minutes because the gap is less than 2 goals. Less than a nickel to 2 goals. So they will start getting stop time once the clock hits 2 minutes, which means when the whistle blows, the clock stops.
Infernos need to put a little bit more pressure in it. Hopefully tie up the score in the last 2 minutes.
Robertson takes a shot, so that's why Watson. What they need to do, they've got to get shots on the net.
Intercepted nicely here by the snipers, getting it out of their defense into the neutral zones, getting it up the ice. Don't quite have the numbers in front of them, but
Picked off Robertson, here she comes, she's got room. Longhouse does a pretty good job of trying to force her wide. Galcin tries to do the same. Watson, on the other hand, makes it safe and makes a beautiful save there, keeping the snipers' lead. So done a great job with the net, Watson.
she definitely has tonight.
Skeen clears it past, doesn't manage to quite get it out of the zone. Jensen just a little bit of a lazy backhander there, but it cleared the zone. You need some time, it's just enough on it. Oh, I see, waved off. Skeen going in to get it for the snipers. 1 minute to go in the game.
Infernos here need to get it out of their defense zone.
This is where if you're an Inferno player, you're thinking we're going to pull our goalie or not. Looks like they're not going to. 40 seconds to play. You can pull your goalie off the ice and go 6 on 5. Next now gets a chance to break away. She's got Longhouse in front of her, Savic beside her. Just a little bit of miscommunication as Lay tries to play it up the ice. 25 seconds to play.
The snipers here need to keep it away from the Infernos to keep that lead.
Back pick Marie Stella. Lay steps up.
Infernos here have it in the defense zone of snipers. Just aren't able to find a player.
7 seconds to go. Can the snipers clear it out of the zone? Take the win, or can Megs get one more last shot on the net? She hasn't got much time. She fires it across the front, but Lay was there. And Lay flicked it out. And the snipers take the win. Very narrowly fought. 2 goals to 1 victory over the Inferno. The Inferno outshot the snipers. 23 shots to 14. So almost twice as many shots there, especially in the third period. Inferno really piled on the pressure. But up to the task was Eleanor Watson in the net for the snipers, who did a magnificent job. Just in terms of shots there on the net in that last period, the snipers got 4. The Inferno got 11 shots in the third period on the net. If the goalie wasn't in the way, they would have gone in. So a beautiful win there, certainly led by Eleanor Watson. She'll be my pick for the #1 star of this game. A great effort for her in giving the snipers a chance to win that game, and they do win it 2 goals to 1. That winds us up for the evening. Coming up next week, we have Around 5, which will be on Friday the 28th of June at 7:30 p.m, a much more civilised hour. Dogs will be playing the snipers, and the Inferno will have the bye. And on Saturday next week, we have the showcase game of the Women's Pro League. That will be at 4:15 p.m. on Saturday, and that is the Dogs versus the Snipers, and that will be a magnificent game. Can anyone shut down the housemates line of Shana Godfrey and her 2 chums who share a house and share all the bowling for the Dogs, and are magnificent. It's a great hockey